everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, so happy Saturday, even though by the time I upload this video, it won't be Saturday probably for you, but I have a real quick review for you today on one of the items I picked up for the spring sale, the Sephora VIB spring sale, and that is the Nars Loaded Eyeshadow Palette. Now, I kind of hesitated to do a review on this because it is still sold out on Sephora.com. I don't know if they're going to get any more. However, I'm pretty sure there are still some Sephoras that have this. I did get mine at Sephora JCPenney, and so there is that option as well. And so just wanted to put my thoughts out there for you in case you did want to pick this up. Even though, like I said, it's kind of going fast, but there's still maybe options to pick it up. I want to say even the Nars website, I got the email that they had restocked this, so that is also an option for you. So let's just jump right into this. So you probably have, if you've been researching this product and watching videos, you've already seen this before. It is just kind of your typical Nars packaging. This is how they usually release their palettes, with the mirrored front, and this is no different. It's got the mirrored front, but it's gold. So just a thought that this is probably not the most travel-friendly product just because of the delicate cover. I haven't peeled mine off yet, but it comes with a little plastic film on the cover that protects it, probably impact, in shipment until it gets to you, and then you can just peel that thing off. I will tell you though, as soon as you peel that thing off, you're gonna get fingerprints all over this. So it's not really something that truly bothers me. I know some people it really does bother. So this eyeshadow palette comes with 12 eyeshadows in 3 rows. This is what they look like. Let me give you a real quick close-up. And there are several, so I have already told you, you know this, I love satiny shades. Those are my favorites. And so that's what I gravitated toward in this palette. So I will already tell you there are 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 6, it's kind of split down the middle. So there's 6 satiny shades and there are 6 matte shades. Now, I will say that I kind of hesitated picking this up because I am not the biggest Nars eyeshadow fan. I've got probably, I've got a couple of their, what line was that? I feel like Christopher Kane sticks in my mind. I don't even know if that was the collaboration. I might be totally off on that. But anyways, it was like the Outer Limits eyeshadow. So it was the sparkly eyeshadows that I picked up. And then I've got one of the Dual Intensity eyeshadows from last year's summer collection, and it was called Pool Shark. And I love that one, but as far as their regular eyeshadows go, I am usually not the biggest fan. It's something I usually pass on. I think I do have another one actually. It's probably like And God Created Woman or something like that. So I do have that one as well. But other than that, like I said, it's few and far between. It's very rare that I pick one up. However, this was getting such incredible reviews on Sephora.com, and then all of a sudden during the sale, as expected, that website gets, ransacked during the sales in the spring and the fall. But it sold out. And so I said, okay, it's getting 5 stars. Maybe I should try and hunt this down to like swatch it. So my JCPenney had it in store. They had 2 left. And so when I swatched it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to pick this up. I really need to get a hold of this. So let me go ahead and give you quick swatches, and then I'm going to take you into thoughts because I've used this several times already and I've got some thoughts for you. So let's just go ahead and start with the swatches. Your first row consists of Newbury Street, Windsor, Privilege, and Dover. And that's what they look like there. Second row consists of Foix, Castile, Alnwick, and Beaumaris. That Alnwick, that W might be pronounced with a V, Alnwick, probably so. This is that second row. Now you're starting to get into the more intense shades that show up as far as pigmentation a little better. Last row consists of Splendor, Versailles, Montaillou, maybe, and Real. And this one, which is Splendor, is my favorite shade in this palette. And that's what those look like right there. Alright, now that we have swatched all of the shades in this palette, let's go into my thoughts because I do have some things to talk about on this. Now, the first thing is, do you ever feel like when something has 5 stars and then you get it in and you're like, okay, and then you're like, what am I missing as far as what am I not seeing that everyone is loving so much about it? When I went into store and I swatched it, these swatch so beautifully on the finger, on the hand. They are so pigmented. I mean, the color is so rich, and that's what sold me. I was like, I need to take this with me. But as you know, it is a very different story for some products when you get them on your brush and apply them to your eyes. It doesn't a lot of times have the same, I don't want to say intensity, but it doesn't have the same effect as when you finger swatched it, swiped it on your hand in store, you were overtaken with the motion and you had to take this product home. I feel a little bit like that. Now, I do think I think it's a good palette. I think it's, if you love neutrals, if you don't have a lot of these, I just feel like maybe it's just that I have a lot of these types of shades. I don't know. Maybe it's just repetitive, but maybe, I don't know. But if you do kind of want a palette where you can have your mattes and your shimmers all in one place, or your satins, then yeah, this would definitely be for you. Side note, it was $59 with the sale with the 15% off. I want to say with tax, I paid about $54 and change. So for Nars, that's probably pretty decent. You get the 12 eyeshadow shades. I don't know what I'm missing that everyone else seems to be finding that are writing these 5-star reviews. Now, I want to say that one of you has told me that Sephora kind of edits their reviews. Maybe they'll take out some that are really not that positive, and that may be true. Maybe just there's people who've not liked it that just their reviews were taken down. I'm not sure. I do know this has gotten 5 stars on the Sephora website, and again, the shadows are very good. They're good quality. Some of the mattes are a little bit chalky, but I guess that's to be expected. It's hard to find really buttery mattes unless you're going to pay for something like Natasha Denona or even Viseart. But for example, like these 2 darkest shades, super, super chalky. The satin shades is what I want to talk about because those are the ones I told you I'm most excited about. I swatched them in store. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so intense. I put it on my eye, and it almost, they almost, by the end of the day, if I've got 3 or 4 shades going on from this palette, by the end of the day, it's like, where are the distinct shades? I'm only seeing like one blur or something, you know? So I'm not going to say that I am disappointed. I guess I kind of am disappointed. I was going to say it's not that I hate it. I don't love it either. So I'm not dazzled by it. But it's not a true disappointment either because it's, what can you expect from neutrals? It's not like they're going to pop. It's not like they're going to be the most amazing things ever. Neutrals, while you can have very nice neutrals, usually that's what they're meant to be. Neutrals, you know? It's not meant to stand out and be, I mean, this big burst and pop of color. And so I don't know that I'm completely, I'm not really completely disappointed by it, but I'm definitely not dazzled by it either. In fact, last week I even thought, do I want to go ahead and return it? But then I saw that everybody was just posting such amazing reviews that I was like, okay, I don't want to regret returning it, so let me hold on to it a little bit more, kind of do some more looks with it, and then go from there. So I hope this has given you a little bit of insight onto that palette, especially if you're a neutral girl. Maybe try and swatch it in store if you can find it. I think that's really the best option. Keep in mind though, swatching may come out a little bit more intense and give you a little bit more of the feels than once you put it on your eyes with a brush. So guys, let me give you the verse of the day. It comes from Psalm 23, verses 2 and 3. Psalm 23 is the first chapter of the Bible that I memorized when I was a kid, so it has a very dear place in my heart. And it says, "The Lord makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake." All right, guys, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already, if you're new to my channel. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review, if you found it helpful, and if you're looking to find me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.